Hello. Hello. How's everyone doing this afternoon? I'm Jan Boydston, and this is my site, Jan Skincare. I initially did this. I already have a Facebook page and all of that, but I just want to try YouTube just for fun. And I've only done a couple, but I had to get out and about this afternoon. So it meant I had to, you know, put my makeup on. So I thought this is a great time to talk about a couple of things. I hope any of you, any age, will tune in and see if there's something I'm saying that's helpful. But one of the things I wanted to talk about today is eyebrows. I don't know about the rest of you, but I've noticed as I've aged, my light's not as good. How about that? Is that better? I've noticed as I age that my eyebrows have started to kind of disappear. And some girlfriends and I were talking about this. That's even better, I think. Some girlfriends and I were talking about this, and the eyebrow pencil and all those bunch of things. That's certainly a way to take care of it. But I've started using a product here, and y'all may have tried it or not, but it's a brow tint. And I love the brow tint. I've never liked a heavy eyebrow pencil, but this brow tint is like so much different than that. You can see there's a little wand that is in here. It's kind of like mascara. And what I do is I use a blonde. I've got this gray white hair, and I don't want anything very dark. And when you use it, I'll see if I can get this where you can see it. When I pull the wand out, I wipe off almost all that you're able to see. And then I just very lightly put it on, and it combs the brows up and puts just a very light tint. And then, of course, it comes right off. I was going to show you, I'm still not real happy with the light in here, but I want to really see if you can see my eyebrows. Let's see if I can turn it this way. You can see them a little bit more like that. I'm going to take one of my eyebrow tint colors off so you can see the difference. Eyebrows really frame our face. And if you're aging or if you're not, and your eyebrows just aren't exactly doing what you wish, some women have beautiful dark eyebrows. And, I haven't really noticed it that much, but I have noticed now that I use the tint, how that really does frame my face so much better. So this is the oil-free eye makeup remover. It's $20, and it gets everything off of your eyes. And I just wanted to take this off. When you do a video like this, everything is backwards. So it can be kind of funky from my side for you to tell. And I'm going to go ahead and take all my eye makeup off because we're going to talk about eyes just a little bit. And the nice thing about this, you don't need to rub it. You shouldn't rub your eyes real hard or anything. Even if you use a waterproof product on your eyes, this oil-free eye makeup remover will take it off. That's it. My eye makeup is off. And I wish my light was a little better, but you could see the difference. Yes, I think you can see the difference. This, this way, is the eyebrow that doesn't have anything on it. And this is the eyebrow that has something on it. So it really does make quite a difference framing the face. If your eyebrows come, then everything around it really brightens up and gives you some color. So the eyebrow tint, like I say, I got the blonde, and it comes in 4 different shades. It's only $14. I mean, my goodness sakes. If you want something to really change your face, that $14 makes a big difference. You can really see it this way. You see the difference without having the eyebrow tint. And then if I turn my head this way, so you can see how that eyebrow tint really, really makes a difference in my face. So while we're talking about eyes, I just wanted to talk about a couple of other things that I really love. As I've aged, I noticed, just like I tend to be normal to dry. I'm not super dry, but I am normal to dry. I do have oil that pops up here, so just right above here, but that's about the only place. Everything else is dry. So I do use powder eyeshadow from time to time, but these cream eyeshadows I think are just the bomb. And they're only $16 each. They come in 4 colors. Still trying to get used to this. They come in 4 colors. I've just got 3 of them out here. And one is a starlight, and I'll show you the very lightest color. I'm going to cheat here a minute so that I'll remember what all the colors are. You know, the aging brain. The lightest one, that is this one, this one. That is so funny. Called Light Beam. Y'all are going to get a kick out of this. It's called Light Beam, meaning it's the lightest one. And when I use it, what's lovely is it's very much, you know, like a mascara again, or like the eyebrow tint. You just pull it out. And this I do wipe a little too. I just don't like big globs of anything on my eyes. And since it's the light beam, the lightest color, then I put it, you know, on the inside of my eye, and then I go ahead and go up to brighten my whole eye, to brighten my whole eye. And I have brushes, of course. You can see how really light that is, and it brightens up the eye really quickly. Of course, I would use a brush on that to bring that all the way across. You can see it that way. I will learn how to use this camera being backwards. I think there's something you can hit on it where I'm looking at it the same way you're looking at it instead of me acting like I'm in a mirror. So the light beam is what I start out with. It really does lighten up my eye quite a bit. And then I go to the pink starlight. The pink starlight is just a little bit darker. It's a beautiful color. You can't really see it terrifically in this light. I apologize. I will learn to do better. But it's just a little bit darker. So I'll go ahead and use that really across the entire eyelid. And it's really nice. And these are $16 each. And then I'll come with an accent color. And the one I'm using is, let me use my glasses again. The one I'm using is, you can use Meteor Shower or Purple Nova, and I have both of them. This one is Meteor Shower. It tends to be, even though Purple Nova looks like the darkest, this Meteor Shower, great name, huh? These are all light names. Isn't that great? Let me read them for you. Light Beam, Pink Starlight, Meteor Shower, and Purple Nova. Isn't that great? I don't know who thought about that, but I guess because they're liquid eyeshadows, and you know, lately these mauves and pinks and everything that are coming out, I love them. You know, I guess I've always been considered kind of an autumn color girl. You know, I've got kind of olive skin, so browns and, you know, golds and things like that are the colors I usually use. So I didn't know if I would like these kind of pink and mauves and purples, but I have come to really love them. And so I use the Meteor Shower as, you know, the dark color. And I'll show you what I do. Once again, I wipe it all off. I want to get it off of there. I don't want big globs on. And then I'll use it on this eye. I'll just come right along, almost like I'm trying to put on eyeliner. And then I'll come over to the edge of the eye and make it pretty dark. See it? That looks pretty dark. But all I've got to do is take my crease brush here. Great brushes. If you don't have brushes, these are great brushes. And I just come across that here, and then I come across the crease in my eye. You know, I am going to learn to turn my head the right way so that y'all won't be able to see what I'm doing. And you know, it's a nice smoky color. It isn't, in fact, it isn't really dark or anything. And then just to lighten things up a little bit, I'll come with the pink starlight and I'll come back on top. This is what I did this morning. I'll come back. There we go. I'll come back right in the middle and put that pink starlight on there and see how that brightens it up. So then I've got the dark, and I've got the pink there. Now I am going to come in with a different brush, my all over brush. Hey, I'm getting the hang of it here, aren't I? And very gently just blend, 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 blend. And if you've got eyes that are beginning to become more recessed, I think that happens more as we age too, then instead of just going on your eyelid, go a little bit above your eyelid so that when you open your eye, they can see the smoky and they can also see this highlight color. You never know on camera if this is going to look dark or not. But of course, if I was standing in front of a mirror, it'd be easy to get it just right. And so while we're talking about eyes, I had not used an eyelash curler since high school. I don't know what that's about. I mean, how can I be a Mary Kay girl and not be using an eyelash curler? But now I do. So before I put my mascara on, I go ahead and curl my eyelashes. My director and other girls I see online that are doing makeup tutorials started talking about the importance of curling your eyelashes before you put your mascara on. And this morning I could really tell the difference. I mean, I'll confess I have an aging face. We'll talk about skincare one day. I love the skincare, and I've just switched over to the Time Wise age repair, Time Wise repair, I think it's called. That's kind of the top of the line. And one of the beauties of being a Mary Kay consultant is I get everything half price. If any of you ever want to consider that, it is such a low key deal. You don't even have to sell if you don't want to. You can just be your own best customer. You get to put in an order maybe once a quarter. And I believe it has to be $224 to stay active, but that means you're getting $450 worth of products. So you can really become a Mary Kay girl from head to toe. And that's kind of what I've done. I never have been one that really wanted to. I've had parties a few times, but not very much. I had a very busy job. So I just kind of did my workaday job. But then, I had girlfriends that heard that I'd sold Mary Kay. So I had just a few girlfriends that also had used it a long time and loved it, love what it does for their skin. And I concur with that. In this time-wise repair, I think I'm finally getting some kind of decent light here. The time-wise repair, I think, is going to give me the little extra lift that I want in my skin this year. I've kind of crossed another milestone in age, so I thought I'm going to go ahead and use the time-wise repair. So we'll talk about that and the different parts of it, but I have my website at the top. If you want to go and just look for yourself, please feel free to do so. I give 20% off on everything because everything costs so much money. And even though I think Mary Kay is a very reasonable product, you got to factor in how much gasoline is, how much groceries are, how much everything is, how much clothes are. So I just want to help people to be able to get good skincare because I think it's important to do so. So after I do, of course, curl my eyelashes, there's two different mascaras that I really choose to use. The pink stuff is called Panorama, and I think it's a wonderful one. The wand is great. I don't know if we've talked about this, but your mascara should be switched out every 3 months. So you should have 4 tubes of mascara for the year. And if it pulls out and pops, that means it's still in good shape. And you can twist your mascara wand to pull it out and use it. And this one has it's called it isn't a doe foot, but it's a kind of an interesting end on it. And the reason it does that is you can use the end to apply the mascara, and then you turn the wand to the side to roll it up. So you've got your mascara applied, and then you just want to roll it up. So the Panorama is my everyday, depend on, I believe they're $16 too. So if you think about what I used today, all I used was the eyebrow tint, which was $14. It comes in 4 different colors. I don't think we talked about the different colors of the eyebrow tint, but I'd like for you to know what those are. It's, let's see here. Like I said, I use the blonde. I think it's dark blonde, blonde, dark blonde, brunette, and dark brunette. So um, I like to look a little natural. So yeah, you can see that this one is the one that I don't have the tint on. So the other mascara that I use is the Ultimate Mascara. And this, I think, gives a little darker look. It's a little heavy dutier look, and you can apply several coats of this and your eyelashes look really great, you know. So I wanted to talk, you know, just briefly about cost, that if these are $16, which I'm pretty sure they are, and the eyebrow tint is $14. So, you know, we're talking about what, $30? And then these are $16. So, you know, for $46, you're able to get what you need for your eyes. I think that's all you really need for your eyes. If you want to pick up another color, and you can buy the brushes separately. They come in a beautiful set that you can use for your cheeks and your foundation. I made a delivery today to a lady, and she had bought a couple of foundations, and I had given her a foundation brush just for buying things from me. I like to always give something, and I thought, well, if you're going to, you know, buy foundations, I'll give you a foundation brush. So she told me how much she loved the brush, you know, that especially up around her hairline, you know, she wasn't, you know, getting it all smudged in there like it does sometimes. So I thought that was great, and I feel the same way about the brush for my foundation, and the cheek brush and the all over brush. You can get a lovely brush set in a little black leather pouch, and I believe here I've got it here. I believe it's $56 is what that is. Yeah, $56. But you can buy them individually, and they run anywhere from about they're from $10 to $12. The one for the eyebrows is really, really a lovely one. I misplaced mine. We've been out of town a few times, and so I need to order another one. But it has an end on it that looks kind of like a mascara wand, and it's stiffer than your other brushes might be. And it's just great, you know, to get your eyebrows all brushed up and then apply your brow tint. Of course, there's pencils too if you want to use that. But I just mainly wanted to talk about eyes today. My eyes are changing. They are becoming more recessed. And I noticed there's a little tiny, I won't call it a wrinkle, but kind of like that. It kind of is doubling over. And that's why I sort of like these creams. You can see that this one is a little bit this one is a little bit light where I put it on, but you know, with the brush you can straighten that out. So, and out the door, easy look, taking care of your eyes, and then of course just use a foundation. We'll talk about foundations maybe next time. I use something called the CC cream. I want kind of a light natural foundation, but there are many foundations to choose from. And like I say, one of the ladies who bought from me today, she chose the liquid foundation, which I like and use too. So we can talk about that. But I hope you're all having a good day. It's Monday. It's a good time. And, you know, it's still January, and Valentine's is coming up before long. So maybe you'll decide to treat yourself before Valentine's Day and decide you'd like to perk up your eyes a little bit. You know, regardless of our age, we still like to look as nice as we can. My director sent a photo out of this lady. I guess she was at the leadership conference most recently. I don't know how long she's been a director, but she was 89 years old and she looked fantastic. Still sells Mary Kay. Her skin looked great. And her husband died when her children were young. So she raised 3 children all on her own, completely by what she made off of her Mary Kay. And there's a lot of women that do that. So I think that's pretty amazing. You know, I've just kind of gotten more active in it, doing videos and things since I retired, but it is really great. And there's so much positive feedback. When I worked, I was an environmental scientist. I may have said that. And I got awards and things like that. So that's the positive feedback. But day to day, people weren't really encouraging each other all day. Whenever you met your challenges, you pretty much met them on your own. But not in Mary Kay. When they meet their challenges, they all support each other to get over them. So I really like that about it. And I like that many of them, have priorities set as Mary Kay did back in the 60s when she started. She said that she felt like if you had God first in your life and your family second and your business third, and my director reminded last night, she says, that doesn't mean 33rd, it means third. So it's the third priority in your life, right behind your family and right behind God or whatever your belief system is. So anyway, I think that's all pretty good. I think it is one of the things that makes them positive and supportive of each other, and I've enjoyed the support myself as I've tried to do a little more and be a little more active. But thank you so much for visiting my site. I'm not sure I know how to put a subscribe button in yet, and I don't know how it benefits me to have a subscribe button. I mainly just want to share information. And my niche is aging skin, but hopefully some of the things I share, they can be used at any age. So whatever age you are, I'm happy for you to visit the site, and I hope you'll be able to glean a little something from what I've said. So I'm going to try to end this. I hope all of you have a wonderful evening and a great week as we get started. I will try to post something once a week. I was out of town last week, so I kind of dropped the ball, but I'm going to try to be better. So once a week, I hope. I don't know exactly what day. I know we should be consistent. Monday's a good day, to do this, but it typically is the day I have errands and I'm going to wash my hair, and I'm going to put some makeup on. So anyway, it will be what it will be. But y'all take care of yourself, and I appreciate your viewing this. Have a good one. Bye.